Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're talking about Kongwu, our rather unattractive and unsettling protagonist who is both human and the demon lord. He's incredibly overpowered and has already conquered the demon realm. To understand how he got to this point, let's head back to the beginning of this story. The scene begins in a courtroom. This handsome loser was thinking to himself, why did they held this trial so late at night, and he wishes it ends quickly. This loser was daydreaming if this is all over he will become the hero who saves the maiden, and if this loser is lucky he might ask her hand in marriage. This clown Ryoma think he has a chance.
He looked across him.
He saw our ugly disgusting protagonist Kongwu and two females that want to kill his ass. He says that a day won't be enough for them to be able to do anything to him. He adds that he bribed this judge a huge sum of cash. The terrified judge is named Wakabe Nobuhito, and this judge helped him a lot in the past by bribing him. The judge started the trial. This clown saw the judge scared and shaking and not in a good state. His attorney said to the judge that his defendant is a South Korean who participated in the maiden's rescue. He adds that during the rescue he went against the arranged strategy and took sole responsibility in going underground to where the demon summoning took place in. And after Ryoma arrived and defeated the demon cult, our ugly protagonist kidnapped Miss Kudosaki and tried to flee. The red-haired girl was mad that the ugly Kongwu kidnapping someone is completely a fake story, while the red hair is throwing a tantrum in the background. The judge asks the ugly Kong if he doesn't have any attorney. The little girl told the judge she wants to be his attorney. The judge asks him if he has anything to say at this point. Kongwu just smiled and told the judge that he was not the demon cultist. The judge asks him if that's all. He replied yes. Ryoma thinks that's all he had to say. Adds our boy is dumber than he thought. The judge asks the witness to give him testimony. Ryoma smirks thinking that he's gonna win this trial and confident that he will not lose and that the witness are there to support him for his request. And his first witness is the most influential person in Japan, Prime Minister Yamada. This guy was shaking like a wet chicken scared for his life. Ryoma was thinking, why is he so pale? Maybe is because he is old and there's no helping it. Yamada told the judge that today he wants to reveal the truth that has been hiding all this time and is about to snitch on that clown Ryoma. Ryoma the clown was thinking that not what they agreed upon. Yamada scared admits that all this time Fujimoto Ryoma has been threatening him. Yamada adds that he was accusing Kongwu of being a demon cultist in order to hide his own motives. People were shocked hearing all this. He adds that just like him, player Kongwu is a victim of Ryoma's evil plans. Ryoma slams the desk like a sore loser, asking him what nonsense is he saying. Ryoma asks him what is he talking about and what does he mean by that. Yamada told them that Fujimoto Ryoma is the real demon cultist. Ryoma was shitting in pants at this point and his beyond cooked. The people were mad and asking him wasn't Ryoma the one who saved the maiden. Yamada said that the kidnapping was all Ryoma's plan and he hid the truth because Ryoma the clown will use his family as an offerings to the demons if he went against him. Yamada said that Kongwu that was sitting there saved the maiden and Ryoma gave false info in order to hide where the summoning was really taking place. Ryoma the clown tries to defend himself saying that Yamada is trying to frame him and there is no way that someone like him that works for this country could be the demon cultist. He also said that the old geezer doesn't have any evidence. Yamada said that he has the evidence. He pulls out a gem that's in a plastic bag, explaining that this gem is an object imbued with condensed demonic energy, and it's the demonic energy stone. He explains farther that energy stone can only be made with a demon cultist, and this stone came from Ryoma's residence. Ryoma was thinking that demonic stone is hard to come by, and if he had such a stone to begin with he would have used it to frame Kongwu as the demon cultist. Ryoma told Yama the fact that he searched him house without his permit, and how can he prove that the stone really came from his apartment. While Ryoma is explaining, a woman interrupts them and introduces herself as Chion Soyeon. She explains that she was in charge of this investigation of Fujimoto Ryoma's alleged demon cultist status. She adds that Prime Minister asks for the Thousand Sword Gate for help and he wanted to reveal the truth about Ryoma, and that's why they investigated Ryoma's residence. Her servant hands her a suitcase. She explains that they found evidence proving that Clown Ryoma is in fact a demon cultist, that they found the demonic energy stone and these objects imbued with demonic energy that they found in his residence for proof of that. She swears by the name of the Thousand Swords Gate that she will be telling the truth. That Fukumoto Ryoma is a member of the demon cultist. Ryoma got cooked so bad he started losing his mind and started laughing. That this is so funny. He thinks to himself that if this goes on he will be convicted of being a demon cultist and he won't be able to defend his own ass. With a serious gaze he asks them what's the point. He adds that all of those accusations are all one-sided and he asks them isn't this a part of the Thousand Sword Gates plant to take control over Japan. The person behind Chion Soyeon called Fujimoto, asking that shithead to give up cause he got no life and his ugly. The girl was none other than the Maiden of the Skies named Kurosaki Yuri. The reporters were shocked and one of them said that she heard she was in the hospital and why is she here? Kurosaki explains she came here to make a statement. She explains that she didn't remember everything that happened that day. She is certain of something, that the ugly loser Fujimoto was not the one who saved her but Kongwu was the one who saved her. She turned around and bowed down and apologized to everyone. It was her mistake that her useless ass got kidnapped and she wants to apologize to the people that she made worried about her. Both of them were startled and told her it wasn't her fault and they should blame that loser Ryoma the demon cult. Chion told the judge that it seems that things are now clear and why don't he order them to put that ugly loser Fujimoto in custody right away. And he announced that the ugly cultist Fujimoto to be restrained. The ugly loser is in a panic state thinking what the hell is going on and thinks that Yamada and Yuri and Chion are they all going to accuse him of being a demon cultist. He thinks that there is no way and it's all a coincidence and there is definitely someone behind all this. He looks at Kongwu. Kongwu was smiling sinister and all this was planned and executed in just one day. The loser powered up and yelled like a little bitch, don't make me laughed, and charges with super speed escaping like a bitch. All of them panicked. The red-haired idiot told Kongwu that they should go after Fujimoto, but was too late because by that time when the loser escaped Kongwu followed him right after with no one noticing. The loser dashes with the speed of sound screaming in his head like a bitch, blaming his dumb plan for failing and thinking where did he screwed up, and he was thinking if he managed to leave Japan. Suddenly he was interrupted by a glowing golden light. He got hit and was sent flying far away till he hugged the floor. He asks who dares to attack him. He saw Kongwu and backs up. Kongwu asks the ugly loser if he finally understand his 5 mistakes. He asks him while smiling if he knows what they are now. The scene shifts to where it all started, in the depths of the 9th hell. The deepest among them is a place where only the strongest demons are gathered. In the hell of 9 skies a fight to determine the strongest demons endlessly repeats. Countless fights to the death happens. There was a red demon fighting a giant demon. He punched the live out of that giant. He charges another punch sending the giant deep into the ground, shattering it. The red demons stand victorious, but the giant told the demon that it was disappointing. The giant heard that he was famous in the 9th level of hell, so he got his hopes up and told him his punch was soft and barely did any damage to him. The giant's was known as Great Demon Gargas. The red demon name was Balak. Balak responded that he is all talk. Gargas was annoyed by his reply and sucker punched Balak, sending him down in scorching lava. Balak then charges back, sending another heavy blow to Gargas, sending him crashing to the ground, exploding the whole ground with his explosive punch. Balak noticed bunch of one-eyed demon charging at him all at once. He managed to attack the group in one strike, but he was caught but the one-eyed demons and hold him in place so he cannot move. Gargas appears and delivered a smash attack, sending Balak to the ground, exploding it with the one-eyed demons. Gargas was surprised that Balak was not fazed by his attack. Balak charges another attack. With this attack he told the giant that this is his last. With that he charges at Balak with super speed ready to attack. Gargas throws another powerful punch but Gargas avoids it and landed the attack, cutting his shoulders off. He throws another punch saying that he is the strongest in the hell of 9th skies. With that he punches a hole to his stomach, deleting Gargas from existence. The story explained that in this place they thought that there would never be an eternal winner, but that was when he appeared. The story shifts in the future where Balak is kneeling down, bowing his head with the rest of the demons. Inside the demon castle, there was a guy sitting in the demon king's throne. He was the demon king. Balak asked the king why does he wish to go back. He adds that he already possess everything in hell. The demon looked at Balak, telling him it's the power of gluttony. Balak explains that he has absorbed all the power and bodies of the demon he could lay his hands on. ADN the reason for the 7 princes of hell's downfall who were too powerful to kill each other. The ultimate power of the demon king consuming the demons from hell. The minions were all scared of him, saying the demon king is angry. The demon king asks him how does he have it all, and he has been placed here for 10,000 years. With the same view and the daily slaughter, he removed his headgear, revealing it was none other than the ugly Kongwu, yelling and complaining that he has grown sick and tired of this place. Balak asks that ugly king if is hungry by any chance. He excitedly told him that he has something for him. He ordered them to prepare the meal. He said that this is not enough for a king who has already consumed tens of thousands of demons. He opens the cover, revealing a disgusting ass food. He explains that that's the head of Focula, the hell's biggest remnant force. The ugly king didn't appreciate the delicious food and throws it at his face. Kong told the idiot that he won't consume something so ugly and disgusting like his mother. Kong got mad and told them that all he wants to eat is kimchi soup. They all panicked, not understanding what the hell did he just said. They were all panicking and demands everyone to bring the ugly bastard the food he desires. These lowlife idiots brought him a disgusting raw meat. The idiots were asking him the instruction on making it, and the idiot adds he will rip anything into tiny pieces to serve it to his ugly face. Kong lost all hope with these idiots. The idiot told him that he said that he likes to see the pleasure of killing the 7 princes of hell. Kong said all he ever wanted was to watch Manhua Chronicles on YouTube. Please subscribe. The idiot kneels down in defeat that they couldn't satisfy his ugly face with his weak strength. Valak cried like a little bitch, requesting the ugly king to end him for his poor performance. The only wish this ugly lonely loser could have is someone to love him. The some chick appeared asking if this ugly king wants someone to love him. She told him that she loves him. Her name is Lilith, the queen of the succubus. All the extra ugly demons were admiring her walk, saying she is the biggest beauty in hell. She came close to the king. She asks if he is not satisfied with her. When the king saw on how she's the most ugliest creature he ever seen. He died from a heart attack. Rest in peace, Kongwu. He will be forever missed. Kong ordered this ugly creature not to come close. If she does, she will die. She them cried, saying if this ugly kind is embarrassed of her. She pulled her juicy tentacles, the weapon of demonetization. He screams as she does unholy things to him, and all the extra demons are all blushing as they want to partake into the scene as well. Kong was struggling to get away from that ugly succubus. He explains that succubus were consuming the essence of men, and this ugly creature is far from a beautiful lady. And compare Balak was way cuter than this ugly ass creature. He snaps out of it and told them that he must go back to Earth. He explains that after 10,000 years that this is his final decision and he will go. And 10,000 years after falling into hell, after he consumed the last of the 7, all the preparations are complete. He thought that it's finally the time to receive the rewards after 10,000 years of hell. Balak and the ugly succubus were hesitant for Kongwu to leave because they will miss his ugly face. Kongwu yells at them, telling them that's his decision and it's final, and he doesn't want to see their ugly disgusting faces. They trembled and asked forgiveness, and Balak will prepare it right away. He orders these losers to prepare the equipment of the 7 archdukes. The ugly morons followed his order. Then we see the old disgusting hag with a stick chanting a spell for the awakening of the portal to send the ugly king back to wherever he came from. Balak told Kongwu that the preparation is complete so he can get his ugly ass out of here and go back to Earth. Lilith cried because finally she will be relieved from seeing his ugly and disgusting face and wishes him a safe trip and to never come back. Kongwu was walking towards the portal. Amon, the ugly old hag, told him if he pushes is a great amount of demonic energy into the equipment, and by warping the boundaries of space and time, he will be able to forcibly open the dimensional fissure. Kong told Amon to stop yapping on, get this thing started. While Kong is thinking he can go back, he was surrounded by purple aura. By releasing the 10,000 demon energy core, finally he released the massive energy, and it created a huge impact, causing strong wind almost killing the disgusting hag. Amon was trying so hard not to be blown away with the strong energy blast. While the process was almost completed, Amon yelled that all 7 pieces of equipment have reacted and the gate will be open soon. Kong was thinking that even if he goes back, his family, lover and friends won't be there, and he wishes that Earth won't be the same as hell. Kong was about to step into the portal. They were crying as he will be really leaving this place. Kongwu told the 2 idiots not to cry. They were both happy and couldn't hold it in while Kong is disgusted by their ugliness. Lilith was touched by Kong and said that she feels like her heart is going to explode. Then, all of a sudden, Lilith climaxed and sends her fluid towards Kong, saying she wants to go with him. He calls her an ugly bitch and jumped into the portal, surprising her. She told Kong that she will follow him behind no matter what, looked back at her and smiled. He gives her the shiniest finger and told her that he did not enjoy meeting her ugly face and wishes to never cross paths again. He reached the orb. He was excited that he will be returning to Earth. The system alerted that there was a fissure's nucleus. The system then told him the dimensional defense mechanism, the Gaia system, has been activated. Kong was confused on what's happening. The system continues giving him error. The system activated the defense mechanisms of all dimensions, and the Gaia system is overloaded. The system released thunder towards Kong, shocking him. The system failed in killing Kong and deemed it impossible, so the system issued the restricted ceiling and placed it on Kong. Kong was struggling to move and slowly losing consciousness. Kong woke up in the middle of the forest. Kong was laying there. If he really did return back to Earth, he slowly got back up and thinks to check the status of his body. He checked his status window. The status windows shows his level details. He noticed there is a first stage awakening attribute, authority of predation, the rank is unknown, and most of his powers of the attribute have been sealed. And second stage awakening attribute, it will be revealed at level 10. Kong was looking confused why his stats are all low. Suddenly he heard a loud scream. When he looked back, there were a lot of goblin charging at him, and he was about to get goblin slayered. He thinks to himself, the Earth he knows doesn't have creatures like that. Thanks for watching till the end. If If you enjoyed this series and want to see more, don't forget to like and leave a comment for part 2. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. See you in the next video.